I've actually met all three of those people. You described the freeze, but I said to you earlier, I've met the fight people who every time the market shifts, they're going to get pissed. They're pissed at
Mhm.
somebody. They're pissed at the president. They're pissed at their company. They're pissed at whatever. They're mad. That's their first reaction all the time. It's just instant anger. If that's you today and you're out there listening, I just want to hold up the mirror and say, just realize that is the level of influence that you have control over. You have control over whether or not your reaction to every external problem is anger and frustration. So I've seen the fight. I've seen the flight. How about this one? The person whose resume is now 6 pages long on LinkedIn because every time something goes bad, they leave their company. You know, you and
Mhm.
I know these folks, and we care about them, by the way. I don't, it doesn't make you a bad person if you fight or a bad person if you flight. But again, I'm going to hold the mirror and say, if that's you, if every time something's wrong, the only solution is, I got to get out of here, that begins to paint um, a reputation for whether or not you're going to handle things when things get rough, because they always get rough. Things will always be rough at some point. Yes, we celebrate those seasons where things are calm and cruising, but that's not the norm. You know, we all get paid big money in the housing. This is a topic nobody likes to talk about. We get paid big money as real estate agents and mortgage lenders to solve really difficult problems. We should be doing backflips that somebody wants to pay us to solve these kind of problems. And we act like we're above it. We act like this is annoying. We act frustrated. If it was easy, no one would pay us this much to do it. So
Mhm.
I think part of this is realizing that the fight, the flight, and the freeze are all real. And as a coach, at least, I want to have empathy for all three of those. But I have to hold up that mirror and get them to recognize this is what you look like in the situation. If your team resoundly says, yep, his first reaction is he's mad, we have to recognize that that's your reality and that will shape the outcomes that are going to come next. All those contingencies we talked about up front won't matter if the answer is it doesn't matter what we try, he's always going to be mad. So we
Mhm.
have to recognize that that's in this mix. So yes, we want to have some contingency plans, but I want to deal with, you know, which version of you is going to show up? Is it going to be fight, flight, or freeze? And let's attack that first so that maybe we develop a fourth option that nobody saw, which was, I'm going to have this really great attitude and we're going to figure it out. That's the fourth F. We're going to figure it
Mhm.
out.
I love it.